When you think of mono-black creature types, which creatures do you think of? I'm sure you're going to say zombies. If you're the more discerning type, you might even say vampires. If you are story-driven, you might say Phyrexians. But I have something else in mind. I want you to consider the long-forgotten creature type, Thrulls. And I wholeheartedly implore you to consider these for your next EDH build. You may be asking, have you completely lost it, LVMTG? Guess what? I lost it a long time ago. You might be asking, what is a Thrall? And it sounds like you're not a big fan of Fallen Empires. A Thrall is a living creature created from dead flesh, almost like Frankenstein's monster. And yes, that is a real Magic card. Check it out in all of its glory. Alright, get back on track. Alright, I'm back. They were created to assist in the rituals of the Order of the Ebon Hand. Turns out the Easter Bunny has no respect for the living or the dead. Endrek Sahr was the genius behind the Thralls and the Frankenstein of our story. And that makes him the perfect commander. Endrek Sahr, Masterbreeder, is 4 and a black for a legendary creature, human wizard. And whenever you play a creature spell, put X 1/1 black Thrall creature tokens into play, where X is that spell's converted mana cost. When you control 7 or more Thralls, sacrifice Endrek Sahr. So, our deck is just going to be a token creating deck, and if we make too many Thralls, Endrek Sahr goes to the command zone. And just like in the story of Sarpedia, too many Thralls result in the destruction of the continent and our commander. So we must play all of the Thralls from Fallen Empires, not those stupid Orzhov ones. So our number 1 card in the deck is Thrall Champion. It's going to pump all of our Thralls, and when we're in that mirror match, once this video is a smash success, we can take Thralls away from our opponents. Then we have Mind Stab Thrall. It's a 2/2, so it can attack profitably, and if it's unblocked, you sack it and you make the opponent discard 3 cards. This Xenomorph is Basil Thrall. It might actually be playable. You can tap and sack it and add 2 black to your mana pool. Kind of a good ramp spell. This deck has no need for those +1/+1 counters. They're too weak. So we run Armor Thrall. You can tap it, sack it, and add a +1/+2 counter onto any target creature. Next up, there's Thrall Wizard. You can pay 1 and a black and counter a black spell. Yeah, it's decent, I guess. Next up, there's Necryte. If it attacks and isn't blocked, you can sack it and destroy a creature the opponent controls, but they're probably just going to block. And the best thing about these Thralls is they all have multiple different versions of their artwork, so you can probably sneak them all into your deck and your opponent won't even notice. Hey, I hear you muttering that this deck idea looks terrible. Of course it is. We're playing cards from Fallen Empires. I still think this will be a fun deck to pilot, because just like Sarpedia, sometimes we're destined to fall.